So, Conor McGregor, the Great White Hope, announced today that he is returning back to the UFC, and he's already got his opponent lined up for June. Enough for me. Let's hear from Conor himself. Go ahead, Conor.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year to you all. I'd like to announce the return date for myself and my opponent, Conor McGregor. The greatest comeback of all time will take place in Las Vegas International Fight Week on June the 29th. Come a little closer. And the opponent, Mr. Chandler. And the weight, Mr. Chandler, 185 pounds.
Now, some people are excited. To me, I just don't see the appeal anymore, man. Like, Conor McGregor's cool, but like, look at his record, bro. Like, he's not that guy no more. Like, he's lost 2 of his last 3 fights, 3 of his last 4, well, 3 of his last 5. Like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So let's say he's lost 4 of his last 7 fights, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only won 3. He's won 3 of his last 7 fights. And we're supposed to believe that the world is excited about Conor McGregor. Yo, white men, are y'all that down bad for a white sports hero that y'all have to continue to put money into the bank of Conor McGregor? Like, bro, find some other dudes out there with some personality that can fight and put them on display. Conor McGregor is trash, bro. Like, he's not the guy. Like, he had a run, but he's able to promote fights and talk shit with the best of them. So that's why he's able to continue to sell tickets for all of these years. And it's so elementary. Like, why don't more of these UFC fighters take notes? Beat, it won't matter as long as I'm out here just pulling up, putting my dukes up, and going home with the W. That's not how it's gonna work. If you are in the prize fighting business, not only are you a fighter, but you also have to try to get the highest prize possible. It's common sense. You gotta put some personality on display, and that's the problem. There's so many of these fighters who come there, get busy, and go home, and they don't do the extra work that it takes to become a superstar. That now, Conor McGregor, I mean, listen, as far as the UFC goes, you can definitely have losses on your record and still be a ticket that people want to see. Look at Cowboy Cerrone. Like, he's trash, but people love to watch him fight as well. Conor McGregor's 22-6. He's lost 4 of his last 7 fights, and there's still people who want to see him fight. Why? Because he talk a lot of shit. Same thing with Colby Covington. That motherfucker's trash too, but he say wild, disrespectful shit in press conferences, and it draws a lot of attention, and thereby a lot of people watch his fights. But if you remove all of that from him and just weigh it out, he's nowhere near the level of a Habib Nurmagomedov, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Right? He's nowhere near the level of a John Jones. He's nowhere near the level of many fighters that he ends up fighting. But because he know how to talk and sell tickets, he's always going to be relevant. Man, why can't more fighters just get personality? That's why boxing is suffering right now. Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters of all time. But you can't sell that because Bob Arum was making a whole thing when he was on his promotion. Like, bro, it's hard to sell you because you don't bring no personality. Like, you come, do your job, and go home. This last run against Errol Spence, we saw them do a ton of media, and it paid off. They showed a lot of personality. We learned a lot about the fighters, and then when it was time for them to step in the ring, people were invested. I don't like to talk about that fight. I don't like to talk about that fight. Shout out to Errol Spence, man, but I just don't like to talk about that fight.